An open letter has been written to President Muhammadu Buhari concerning the Fulani Ẹ́ṣmẹ and what they stand for and what they have been doing in this country. And you see that police people are not even ready to say anything, even when they are being caught in the act of all these their atrocities. They seem not to be bothered. They are afraid of them. Not that maybe because they have not seen a lot of evidence for them to be nib at the board, but whether because power that be, because you now know that something is really fishy somewhere. They are being called a militant Fulani Ẹ́ṣmẹ, and they are a danger to Nigeria's national solidarity. Be that as it may, the government doesn't think so. It's actually quite heartbreaking. Yes, if you think that you have not been hearing what is happening, let them put it up to you. But at the end of the day, the confidence or the assurance that these people know what is happening, the federal government is aware of this whole thing, let there be a reprisal. Then you hear them or you see them issuing a statement that in a saner environment, you are not supposed to take other people's lives. But when these people are doing or committing their own atrocities, they seem to be quiet, seem to be mum or keeping mum, and nothing is being done. And people are crying day in, day out, all over the country. All over the country, these people they are all everywhere, committing all manner of things. We just heard that in Igbo communities, Igbo land, they have about 350 camp where they exist. What does that say one? Most importantly, we don't even know what they are agitating for. Everyone is just trying to insinuate whether they are trying to grab land, take over other people's land. But there is no specific cause that you can say, okay, this is the reason why they are coming out. You know, when you talk about this Boko people, you talk about ISWAP and the rest of them, you know, they are talking about something. There's something and there's somebody that is a figurehead that is really leading them. But in this case, these people are just scattered all over the place. Nobody is like holding them to account. Nobody is coming out to make a statement that, okay, they are fighting for something. And the body that represents them, which they call Miyetti Allah, those ones, they are just telling us that they are just whether they are taking themselves to be social cultural group, I don't know, because these people work under them because they work with them and they are the ones in the leadership of that group. And these people, with all the atrocities, this so-called Miyetti Allah, they don't seem to say anything. They don't seem to say anything. They would come and tell you that, oh, people don't want them and they have the right to stay or to live in any community in this country. But when it comes to the atrocities they commit, they don't say anything. The federal government does not say anything. And people have been insinuating that because of the program the federal government was trying to establish the other time, the Ruga program, because the people rejected it and they believe that since you guys rejected it, maybe whatever that comes out of the whole thing, that you have to bear it, because that is the meaning of that silence. If one wants to look at this whole thing holistically, why would they be quiet? But when there is a reprisal, when people want to fight or defend themselves, that is when you hear government making a categorical statement, especially the president through his spokesperson. They will make a categorical statement that anyone who is involved in taking other people's lives, you know, this and this and this will happen. They cannot tell us that they don't know how these people have been operating. It's unfortunate. And also, they were viewed as fourth deadliest terror group in the planet in 2015. And the activities are all known to everyone, which is not really palatable. According to Global Terrorism Report, Fulani Ẹ́ṣmẹ have taken the lives of 1,700 individuals in 2018. These are fearmongers professing to be militant from May 19 to May 24, 2020, mercilessly assaulted Idazwa, Etisi, Kogi, Dusen Gora, UN Gora, Push Akala, and Maguna towns, taking lives of 5 people, harming 78, another burning down 607 houses and stealing 231 cows all the while. These fearmongers, masking as militants, have to stop and harmony ought to be re-established. We don't even know what will be done at the end of the day, whether after this letter, open letter, is being written to this president, whether they are going to respond. Let us see what they are going to respond to, since they don't want to respond to the activities or the atrocities they are committing. But when people are defending themselves, trying to revenge, you will hear them speaking. And a lot of people are reacting to this as well. Someone says there's nothing you can call them, they are terrorists, because their patron is your guy on top, and is deafening silence on their strictness is becoming too worrisome. Please, for God's sake, we are encouraging them by eating cow meat. Let us stop supporting them with our patronage. They will be forced to take their cows to where there is demand for the meat. But why do we flex muscles with our brothers, the so-called court boys? We rally around and ask their fellow brothers, youth in communities, we fight communal wars over boundary disputes and burn down their houses and do all manner of things to their brothers and sisters. Many children are fatherless, but when Fulani comes, they all turn imbecile, okay, and cowards, waiting for the government to come to their aid. This is not right at all. Someone says here that Buhari is the head of Fulani Ẹ́rdśm and Boko until it steps down before things can get to shape. Buhari thinks Nigerians lack senses. He will reap what he sows very soon. This idea of keeping quiet is not even helping matter at all, and people will just assume that, okay, yes, you are in support of these people for the fact that police could not do anything once, even when when these people are caught in the scene of this whole thing. Nobody seems to do anything. Someone says here that, please, my fellow Nigerians, I've said it before and I'm saying it again, everybody should stop eating cow meat. Let's see how they will sell their cow. Deadless people that don't supposed to associate with human beings. Stop tribalism and focus on what is right for our country to move forward. Most of you don't want to see any single Fulani alive. That is why may God flush out all the bad eggs among Nigerians, irrespective of their region or tribe. Okay. PDP fraudulent corruption bloggers operates by Biafrans. You see, I think this person will not see the need, or they will not see anything wrong in all these people killing them. That is what they see. See, that is why, if really these people are condemning their people, condemning the actions of this Ẹ́rdśm, I think it would have things would have gone better than what we are experiencing now, because they don't see it as anything, and you expect people to be quiet. Before now, a lot of people are testifying. People are still testifying now that before now, Fulani Ẹ́rdśm, they used to live in peace, harmony with their host communities, but all of a sudden now they have changed. Do you still expect the people to continue to look at them the way they used to live with them before? But these people now, they are not peaceful. If really you know that some bad eggs are within the people, what are you supposed to do? It's for you to be able to flush them out and separate yourself from those who want to be giving you bad name. But what do we have? Nothing. You are not doing all of those things. Then how do you expect people not to believe that all of you are together? And somebody saying that people don't want to see Fulani living among the people. Have they not been living before? Now, have the same so-called northerners, have you people been complaining about the atrocities of Yorubas, the Igbos, or the other tribes in your community? Have they been giving you people headache? So why is it that reverse is the case when it comes to your own case? If the people who are in your place are giving you stress, of course it's not going to take time before you do whatever you want to do, because these people, majority of them are violent in nature. So what are we saying? So the people should just keep quiet. Before, they used to live with them in peace, and now things have changed. You still expect the people to continue to harbor them, to continue to welcome them. It does not work that way. With the statement of these people, you will know that they are aware of this whole thing. There is an agenda. Nobody will tell anybody. You can't tell people to continue to be politically correct while you are doing the unimaginable. You guys, in their action, you see that they are not nice. They don't even care. And to sum it up, to see that things are just even going haywire, they are getting away with all these things. The president is not saying anything. It's unfortunate too. It's really unfortunate because this whole thing, we know that things have been going bad before now, but this coming of this government is something else. And a lot of people try not to say anything. Even the people who are supposed to speak, they are not saying anything. They will just keep quiet. They want to discuss other things. Whether if these things come to their doorstep, because it has not come to their doorstep, that is why they are singing a different song. It's unfortunate. Whether this letter be written to the president, whether he's going to respond, since he's feigning ignorance of not knowing what has been happening, let the letter be given to him. Whether they're still going to treat it like a EFCC has been doing to the so-called people who they have written petition towards them so that they will be able to do something. Whether they were going to put the pillow or they're going to put the letter under the bed or sweep it under the carpet or throw it away. So guys, let us hear your opinion.